Good evening, everyone. Phil here. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 11th of December, 2023. A roller coaster day, all right, to say the least, because today was both the premiere of Baldur's Gate 3 on DSPGaming after all the months of anticipation and requests from viewers to play it, but it was also the night when I was going to hit Master with Dalsim in Street Fighter 6, which I was heavily anticipating, because I've done so well with Dalsim, even playing against Master Rank players up to this point, looking forward to the fact that when I hit Master, I'll likely get better competition, and I probably would do better with him than I've done with other characters because I've done so well with this guy so far. And I don't think I've ever seen more of kind of a mixed day ever. Basically, the podcast had over 1,000 viewers. Why? Because people were very much anticipating watching me play this game. And that's exciting, and I'm happy. Thank you, everyone who showed up. Thank you to everyone who supported. It was incredibly supportive from your stream. I think at the height, we had over 1,400 viewers on this stream, and we had quite a great time, you know, creating a character, and I was learning the basics. Although, my initial impressions, which I don't want to get into too much tonight, simply because I want to get out of here. I stayed late, and in addition to that, I'm going to talk about it way more in detail tomorrow morning on the podcast. But, in a nutshell, Baldur's Gate 3 has great graphics. So far, the story is interesting. The voice acting is great, and the characters seem cool. And the gameplay seems exactly the same as Divinity Original Sin 2. Doesn't explain anything. Overly complicated. Way too many stats. Slow-paced. You need to know so many little nuanced things to really even understand it. You got to go through menu after menu after menu, navigating around to find shit. I mean, even just kind of like maneuvering around. You got to hold X to search and find items. You want to aim for something. You got to use both thumbsticks while zooming around and trying to target and do something. And then you got to go into 3 menus to find this item, which is somehow you can't even find your inventory hidden in another menu. Oh, there's a camp. What's the camp? I don't know. The game doesn't explain it. The camp is some weird place off the map where you can group with your party and talk and stuff. It's like, what? Like, to summarize, I had a good time playing the game, but I feel like the only reason I had a good time playing the game today was because I was on stream. If I tried to play that game for myself, I would have fucking hated it. I'm just being honest. Like, I would have been like, wow, this story is good, the characters. And the moment that, like, I don't know how to do something, the game doesn't explain shit. Well, I don't want to go online and have to look up a bunch of guides. I don't want to have to watch someone else play it to figure this out. Why doesn't the game just tell you how to fucking play it? It doesn't. It's way nuanced, and again, very similar to the gameplay of Divinity Original Sin 2. The combat seems similar to identical, okay? Like, so darn close, I feel like I'm playing the same game again, almost. The difference is higher production values and things like that, but still, right? So, the end, if you want to get a good laugh, watch the final 30 minutes of Part 3 from today. That was the biggest comedy of errors, because it was like, find a secret. The secret accidentally throws you into a fight you weren't expecting. The fight's actually quite tough. Now learn 5 gameplay elements at once. Learn the element of how oil on the floor works. Learn the element of how to blow up exploding barrels. Learn the element of how to get high ground and how to get stealth. Learn the element of how a door opens and closes and can affect combat. And then when all that happens, learn how to revive, learn how to do this all on the fly in one fight. And then at the end of it, something happened. I don't want to spoil because it was hilarious. And there was no possible way, unless you've played the game before or you researched, that you would ever know that this would happen. And then after that happened, my game crashed. So it was like, ridiculous thing, ridiculous thing, ridiculous thing, ridiculous thing, ridiculous thing, ridiculous thing. Oh my God, all right, that's not so bad. Game crash. And it was like, whoa. So you want to talk about a weird first stream, right? It was really weird. So anyway. After that, obviously, I am excited to jump back into the game this Wednesday when I play it again. Do I think we'll have the same audience? Probably not. Hopefully, we'll have a good audience. Hopefully, we'll have an engaged audience who will continue to watch and help me with this game, because without help, I don't think I will understand half of the systems of the game, because it explains nothing. Okay? We'll see. But, man, what a premiere stream. Certainly, I wasn't expecting that much level of people showing up and supporting and engaging. It was wild. Now, pair that with tonight's Street Fighter stream. If you didn't see it, or you didn't watch it, it was literally one of the worst Street Fighter streams I've ever done. And here's why. I needed one match to get Dalsim to Master. That was it. I played one match. It was against a Master Blanca. Beat him 2-0. Got so many points, went right into Master. And the moment I started playing matches against people on the master level, the entire game got worse connections, constant dropped inputs, constant lag spikes and stutters in the middle of the matches, to the point where I think I beat 2 people tonight. In 2.5 hours, I think I only beat like 2 people tonight. I couldn't play. It was completely unplayable. And I'm thinking in my head, how could it be that the entire time that I was doing casual play and the entire time that I was doing the ranked play in Diamond, that I didn't have this issue? And now, all of a sudden, when I'm in Master, now it's an issue. And I realized I had an epiphany. Skill-based matchmaking. The same issue that Call of Duty has. Because when you get to a certain level, the game now decides it just wants to put you in with better players, but it can only put you in with better players with worse connections because there's not as many players in the player pool to draw upon. There's far less people in Master than there are in Diamond. There's far less people in Diamond than there are in Platinum. So when you're playing, if it's always picking you the best connections, right, you're going to get the best connections at lower level, and then as you get higher progressively, you're going to get worse connections. So tonight, I'm playing against people in Master, and literally it's like, oh, it claims it's a 20 to 30 millisecond connection. Okay, here we play. Drops frames, skips animations. Well, how do I play now? I'm Dalsim. This is not a rushdown character. This is not a character that I can just spam move. This is a character I have to do everything pinpoint accurate. I have to finish combos. I have to keep people away with zoning. I have to make sure that I can break a throw or do a drive reversal. I couldn't tell you how many times tonight drive reversal became plain drive impact instead. Trying to do a move, I got a parry. I don't know why. I actually have no explanation. People are now guessing it might be my joystick. There was times back medium kick became standing parry. No exaggeration. Down back. Okay, I'm done blocking. I released and pressed heavy punch, heavy kick together to do drive impact. It gave me parry. I hadn't even pressed medium kick or medium punch. I wasn't even close to pressing those buttons. I pressed the heavies, and it gave me a parry. And I'm like, I can't explain it. It's completely inexplicable that would happen, but it happened tons of times tonight. So when you're trying to play at a high level and you're trying to play people, these people were not terrible, but at the same time, and this is really what's disappointing, it wasn't like I hit Master and I'm like, whoa, this is a whole new level. Everyone here knows how to fight Dalsim. I couldn't, actually it's the opposite. They didn't really know what to do, but the moment they got close to me, I couldn't do what I needed to do to get them off of me because the game wouldn't play right. Every single time, I could not break throws at all. I had to guess they were going to throw and mash the buttons to break a throw. If I saw a throw on screen, I did it. Got thrown every single time. Same thing with drive impacts. I had to predict they were going to do the drive impacts and guess and do it early. It literally completely lagged up compared to the matches in Diamond coming up to this level with Dalsim. It just was completely unplayable. And the problem is, with other characters, okay, with Blanca, listen, it's all about him maintaining offensive stuff and then getting every once in a while anti-air or big juggle. It's not that big of a deal to have that kind of lag, right? Rushdown characters, my God, they don't mind at all. They just keep the fucking rushdown pattern. Who do they give a shit, right? But for a character like Dalsim, he has 2 ways to play. Keep the enemy away, okay? Keep them at zoning range, or keep them into a lockdown rushdown so they get tricked or they get their drive meter blown so that then you can do drive impact combos, and that's it. That's how you play with them. If you can't maintain that, you lose. All right, so every time that something dropped, a combo didn't complete, you know, low medium punch, drive rush, back medium kick, yoga fire or yoga flame, basic combo doesn't come out half the time. Low punch, no drive rush. Okay, drive rush, 1 kick, no second kick, or wrong kick, standing kick instead. Or my favorite, drive rush, back medium kick, standing parry. No, I didn't do that, and it happened all night. I played 2.5 hours of Street Fighter 6 tonight, and I think I beat 2 people. It just wouldn't work. The game would not agree with me. And some people are like, well, it's your joystick. I'm like, I don't get it. I mean, yeah, maybe it is something with the joystick, because that parry coming out was really suspect. But, dude, it was the whole night. And I didn't have those issues playing in Diamond. I didn't have those issues, you know, playing in casual. It's only when I started Master that this happened. So, I get the feeling it's exactly what it is. Skill-based matchmaking, you have a much smaller player pool. Even if it claims it's a certain millisecond connection, it's bullshit. It fucks up in the middle, and boom, frame drops, issues, that's it, you're done. Dalsim cannot come back from those issues unless he's incredibly lucky, you know, and it destroyed my motivation to play Street Fighter 6. It literally did. Like, by the end of the night, I was like, I don't want to play this game ever again. And people were like, no, don't give up on Street Fighter. I'm like, you gotta understand, this is the equivalent of being at home and practicing with your buddies on console, and then going to your local arcade and playing for weeks on end. You practice for like 2 months. Then you go to the big tournament, and the cabinet that you have to play on, the arcade cabinet, is broken. But they don't, oh well, nothing you can do. Play on the cabinet or go home. Okay, play on the cabinet, lose. So I practiced for 2 months for nothing. That's what's just happened to me. I played with Dalsim 6 casual sessions, something like that. 8 to 6 casual sessions, which was what? 2 to 4 weeks. Then I played ranked for 2 to 3 weeks. And now I finally get to master, and it's like I wasted all my time. I got here, and it's just an awful experience. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Friday Night Fights this coming Friday, and we're going to play it one more time. If I have that experience again, I'm not even kidding. I'm taking a break for Street Fighter 6. I give up. I don't see the point in learning a character, grinding, getting to master, and then having a worse experience at master than you had playing the game up to then. Why would you do that, right? It's just, it takes the fun away from the game. It's not that these people are outplaying me and dominating my Dalsim. It's that the inputs don't work. They drop constantly. Lag spikes throw you off. So I don't want to play anymore. You know? So if that's the case, and we stop playing Street Fighter 6 for a bit, we'll probably do Fightcade on my mini PC, which means retro fighting games will return. Games like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Super Turbo, maybe Capcom vs. SNK 2, maybe some of the Alpha series, maybe the old Versus games that I love, like Marvel vs. Capcom 1, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, all that classic good stuff. We might actually play that. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If Friday goes better, then maybe I'll be reinvigorated to play more Street Fighter 6. But at this point, it's like people are like, well, you're going to play more Dalsim? I'll try one more time. What about a new character? I don't want to play a new character. No, I really don't. I don't want to waste time, weeks and weeks, learning a new character, getting to master, and it's unplayable. I just don't want to waste time playing the game at all, if that's the case. Now, there's definitely a situation where maybe if I had a gaming PC, and I was using these tweaks and things that these pro players are using to lower their latency and to lower their input lag and lower their input drops, maybe it would be a better experience. I don't have a gaming PC. I have a mini PC that's not good enough to run Street Fighter 6. So I'm stuck. I don't have the situation that all the pros have in this game, and I'm at the level where I'm playing them. So it's like I give up. I literally I tap out. If I don't have a good time on Friday night, I quit. I'll break for a time, and we'll do classic games instead. Okay? So, guys, that was today. What a wild day. Tomorrow, it's RoboCop, continuing on the first stream. And it's Like a Dragon, Gaiden on the late stream. I'm excited to talk about my full experience with Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow on stream on the podcast. And also, I'm excited for more on Wednesday. So, thank you all. It was a great streaming day. The support was great. I really appreciate that. I'm very sorry for those who are frustrated. I'm just as frustrated as you. I had a bad time today. I really wish it went better with Street Fighter. I had a great time with Baldur's Gate 3, and I had a bad time with Street Fighter. So, hopefully tomorrow we get more chill vibes, okay? Everyone, please have a good night. I'll see you all in the morning. Sound good? Peace out. See you later.